Back so soon, everybody. Another road trip. Yes, back. This is United Stand. This is Southampton at Old Trafford. Early morning Saturday. I mean, I'm not going to go into it. How many times have I, on these road trips this season, actually gone in on kick-off times? It's just United. TV and what it is. Added to the fact that the football's crap at the moment and everyone's running around trying to watch this team. They're lucky that they've actually got fans turning up to watch them at the moment, because the effort and the application and their attitude is just absolutely ridiculous. It's off the scale, disgusting in my opinion. Off the pitch, this football club at the moment is not a happy place. We're talking all sorts. We're talking decisions being made behind the manager's back, players not wanting to be there, players being put on the pitch that don't want to be there, and players who on the pitch just aren't good enough. And roll them all into one, it leaves you with probably, from what I can remember at this stage of his season, worst points tally since David Moyes or something like that. I know definitely in terms of goals scored, it's one of our worst seasons. Said this the other day, said it on the show. I went, how the hell do you go from last season having your best goal scoring Premier League season since Sir Alex Ferguson left the football club to your worst, having bought one of the leading assist and goal scoring players in European football for the last 4 years, the highest goal scorer of all time, adding him to one of Europe's best with over 300 goals in Europe. And how do you get what we're getting this season? How are we not scoring goals this season? I mean, dear God, the mind boggles. It really does. I mean, we sat there and we're just like, everyone heard my vlog after the Burnley game. It was one of sheer disgust, and it was disgust, and it was an acceptance, because at half time we should have been happy. We should have been looking at it going, I'm confident. We should have been feeling that we were going to get the result in the end, but we didn't. I sat there at half time and I said it on my own little vlog. I went, you know what, I'll just save judgment until the final whistle. I've seen it all now, and I just don't see this football team ever having the character to get to get Man United where they need to be, which is challenging at the top. Wayne Rooney came out the other day and said it's going to be 3 or 4 years before Man United are challenging, and it needs a manager to be given that amount of time to actually get us there. Well, let's tick the boxes there about what's going to happen. It's going to be more than 3 or 4 years, because there isn't going to be a manager who gets that amount of time to make us that competitive. So what we're saying is basically we're knackered, and all we're doing is going to these games hoping that this week we're going to have some decent football to talk about, but week in, week out we've got no consistency and we don't know where we're going. I spoke to a City fan the other day and he said it's boring now. It's actually boring, because they know what's happening. That's what happens. And yeah, you could say that the love of football sort of disappears when you're winning constantly and it's easy every single week, but you know what, at least you know the players are going to apply themselves. It's not a case of the love of football with Man United, because we love our football club and we love our team, but the disconnect from club to fan and team to fan right now is the worst I've ever felt. It's like the players are looking for excuses. All this crap about who the players want as the next manager, which we've well documented on the United Stand and gone into and read the reports and where the leaks came from in the first place, broke it all down, and it just makes you even more angry. It makes you just fall out of love with the club. They're trying their best to make us fall out of love with them right now. And you know what, there's some fans that I've spoke to, and I'll tell you this now for nothing, yeah? A lot goes on at football matches, a lot goes on in the stands, especially in the away section. The fans come in with that excitement, but we are just being absolutely bantered by every single opposition fan under the planet at the moment. And if you're going to Burnley of all places, and being bantered by their fans, where do you go? There's nothing there, because you look on the pitch and you're like, give me something back. Give me something back that I can cling on to and just give back to them fans. Give us something as a fan base. But no. All you'll get is the sorry excuses at the end of each game. And that is it, really. That is what this team is. It's a bunch of failures. And they're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to turn it around. There's not a chance that they're going to be able to turn it around. Tell me right now and comment below if you think that this current team can turn it around. And what is turning it around for you? Scraping top 4 because other teams around us are underperforming as well. Is that an achievement? I look at 39 points, 23 games into the season as an absolute disaster of a season. That's how I look at it. So for me, I'm looking at it going, turn it around. Well, let's be honest. There's not going to be many of this team left in the summer. The pressure of the players that are coming in the summer, if we do bring many players in of the quality that we need, is going to be astronomical. Or is it? Do we have to just lower our standards now and say, look, Pogba's gone in the summer, Lingard's gone in the summer, Ronaldo all go in the summer, we don't make Champions League, Cavani's gone, big name, big name, big name. We won't have Greenwood anymore. You've got to look at it and go, 3 years that Wayne Rooney said? Not a chance. Not a chance. And I look at it now and I go, if I'm being realistic and I want to say where I think this club will be in 3 years, I will say halfway through the rebuild that's needed. And all we hear every season is rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. For one, you've got to stop buying players that are too old or past it. Yeah, it's alright bringing the Ronaldos in to a well-oiled machine which you can slot into that are competitive, but it was that decision in the summer. We was all excited that Ronaldo was coming back and we thought his influence would be a good thing. It's not. It's a hindrance. That's not Ronaldo's fault. He's just come in and expected standards that disappeared when Sir Alex Ferguson left the football club and that we've never seen and have never come back and will never come back again, because the whole regime is rotten from top to bottom, and the expectation is we just have to make money, we just have to look like we're competitive, and then if something goes wrong we'll just put something out there on social media just to deflect it, like we did with the shirt sponsorship deal the other day, and that will be that. It's an absolute farce. Anyway, that is that. I can't believe I've gone 7 minutes in and not even touched on Southampton. I better have touched on Southampton because this is it. Like I said at the start, look, we're going into each game now just in hope that we're going to see some better football. Will we see anything better today? Well, I'm going to see not many changes from the team we've got now, because whereas before we could have made 5 or 6 changes in our squad because we had such a big squad, the first team could have been anything. I'm now looking at it going, I'd be lucky to see 2 or 3 changes now, because the best that we've got was out there against Burnley. The best that we've got was out there against Middlesbrough, 2 championship sides, and we couldn't register more than a goal in either game, and we ended up drawing both of them, going out of the FA Cup on penalties. So this is our best team, so it's not like the manager's picking the wrong team. I'm looking at Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba in a midfield with McTominay. I'm looking at Ronaldo, Rashford, Sancho, Elanga at the top, Cavani, whoever it may be. That's got to be enough, hasn't it? Why am I nervous about this team? When I read them names out, I should be going, we're going to beat Southampton today. But no, I'm actually looking at it going, these players have actually gone backwards since coming to Manchester United, or coming through at Manchester United. The regression in one season is off the scale. Off the scale. Today is going to be dangerous. Southampton are on a little bit of a high. They have these spells through seasons, Southampton, don't they? Where they'll go for a big lull and then they'll go on a great run. I think they're in the midst now of just hitting a bit of decent form, back in the top 10. Coming back from Spurs the other day, that was a monumental effort for them. And for them to beat Spurs in the last 15 minutes, I think it was, 3-2. They're on fire. Ward-Prowse, danger man. Don't give set pieces away. Don't give set pieces away. Please don't. We did it in the home tie back early on in the season. I think we give about 3 or 4 set pieces away for him to just whip in straight away just through stupidity. Their set pieces, God, we can only dream of in terms of actually getting something from a corner or a free kick. They know what they're doing. We're useless at them. And we've got a set piece coach in this season for the first time. Lo and behold, not 1 goal from a corner. The only team in the league. Wow. 1 goal from a set piece this season. Wow. So much for the set piece coach, eh? But I'm looking at their combative midfield. I'm looking at their forward line. I mean, we know what they are. Workmanlike, keep going till the end, and of course there's loads of problems in the past. The record at Old Trafford is not great. They have scraped the odd draw here and there, which is why I've gone with 1-1. I can't see it being, and the team is just not playing well. I'm taking that result from what I've seen recently, and unless they surprise me, which I'm sorry to say, a United win today will be a surprise for me. I can't believe I'm saying that. And that's a sorry state of affairs that I'm having to say. Look, if United get a win today, it's a surprise. That's crazy talk, but that is facts. That's where we're at. In terms of the team, I couldn't give a toss who plays. I really couldn't give a toss who plays right now. The team that goes out on that pitch needs to just play and needs to be together and play as a team. None of this bitching and moaning crap. They just need to be as one. And if not, we won't get the result, which is where I'm at with my predictions at the moment, where I think this team is at. I just don't think they're together, and until the summer, I don't think we're going to see that togetherness. One half of football is never going to be enough in the Premier League. We haven't had one 90-minute performance all season. That is an absolute disgrace for this football club. The club is a disgrace at the moment, the way it is. And right now, I'm going into the Southampton game today, hoping more than anything. I'm hoping I'm going to be out there talking afterwards to everyone, saying, oh, maybe we've got something to cling on to here. Maybe the penny's dropped with a certain player. Oh, I don't know. Ifs and buts and maybes. That is what this club is and this team is at the moment. Players need to start turning up. I'll save my real judgment till the fan vlog after the game, because I'm not bigging them up anymore in the road trips. We're that far into the season now, and it's got to a stage where you just can't cling on to anything. There's no bits of form or bits of anything anywhere that give you any encouragement. Yeah, we're creating chances against Burnley and Middlesbrough. We can't score them. Maybe we'll be talking differently if we're putting them chances away. I don't know. But anyway, guys, let me know. That is the road trip for today. I'm still going to be in there, still get behind the boys, still excited to get there and watch the footy. I just, at the end of it, don't know what's coming anymore. I haven't got any sort of encouragement. But there's always that chance, isn't there? Let's see what the boys bring today. Like, share and subscribe to the United Stand. Guys, I'm out of here. Good luck, and come and see me after the game. Let's talk. Come and see me before it as well if you want. People, I'm out of here. See you later.